Hi, and welcome to Lavonne's Kitchen. Today in the kitchen, I'm gonna cook some delicious sausage gravy. Yes, we're gonna start off with some Jimmy Dean sausage too. So, let's get to it. I'm going to, like I said, I'm gonna start off with Jimmy Dean sausage. I've got a little bit of flour, a little bit of oil, some salt, pepper, a little garlic powder, and milk. You don't need much. You don't need much at all. So, let's get to it. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil to my skillet before I put my sausage in here. I'm gonna cut up my sausage. And the kind in the tube is the best kind to use for this. You don't want to use links or patties for this because you want your sausage to be crumbled. So we're going to put this in here and stir it up and crumble it up. And I just want to make sure that this doesn't stick first of all. I'm gonna let that cook. And I wanna season my sausage just a little bit. I'm gonna season my gravy as well. But you know, when I cook meat, I always season my meat. So I wanna put a little garlic in there, a little black pepper, and a very little salt. Just a very little, okay? The sausage will make its own oil, but because I'm gonna make a little bit of a roux, I added some oil to it, and that oil was to also help it not to stick. So I'm gonna cook this until it's brown. So as you can see, my sausage is brown. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of flour to make my roux because there's oil in there. I don't want a lot of flour in there. Just put a little at a time, stir it up. And basically the flour absorbs the oil. So I just wanna absorb that oil. I think that's enough, you don't need a lot. I wish you knew what that one little teaspoon of garlic powder did to this. Oh, it gave it smell. It's going to give it flavor. A lot of people don't put garlic powder in their gravy, in their breakfast gravy, but it just gives it a little kick that is delicious. I want to just stir this up enough to cook that flour taste out of here. Now we're going to add some milk. Oh, it's smelling good, y'all. The flour acts as a thickener to thick up our gravy. So look at this. It's going to have to cook for about 10 minutes to thicken. So I'm going to let this sit here and just cook for 10 minutes. I've got some biscuits in the oven to go with our gravy. So I'm going to let this cook and thicken up while I go check on my biscuits, and I'll be back. Okay, it's only been a couple minutes, but I just want to taste it while it's thickening up just to make sure that it doesn't need more pepper or salt or garlic. So I just want to taste it first. I think it needs a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. There we go. You see how it's getting thick, y'all? All right, it's getting real thick, so I'm gonna have to turn my heat down just a little. I've got about 5 more minutes to let it thicken up. See, look at it. Look how thick it's getting, y'all. So, our gravy is ready. Look how thick that is. So, I'm ready to taste it. So, I am ready to taste. Look at that. I got it on some biscuits. Look at that gravy. Look how thick it is. And you know what? This was not the spicy Jimmy Dean sausage. I usually use the spicy Jimmy Dean sausage, and so I don't have to use a lot of seasoning in it. Because this was not, I did wind up putting a little bit more garlic and a little bit more salt and pepper in here, okay? And it worked. Yes. Oh, yeah. Now you guys don't have to go to no restaurant to get any breakfast, country gravy, no southern gravy. None of this delicious sausage gravy. You can do this at home. You saw how easy that was. And this is good. Oh my goodness. Make sure you take your time. Let it cook real low so that it thickens up. The more it thickens up, the more flavor it gets. And oh my God. Well, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep eating this. And you know what I need you guys to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. And guess what? I'll see you next time in the kitchen. Bye.